What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Anything But ASIC. And here comes the crux of this channel, really. The Bitcoin manufacturers have lied to us, or the Bitcoin resellers at least. You would think that Bitcoin ASIC resellers would know what they're talking about. Where I'm going with this. Here's my point. I've been looking at the L7. The L7's been killing it, by the way. If we go to ASIC miner value, it's been killing it. And as you know, as everyone knows, manufacturers, when they make a ASIC, where'd it go? When they make an ASIC, they mine on it, before they ship it out to you. And you see the L7 is still getting $18, $17 a day, most likely mining Dogecoin, but also mining Litecoin. It's merge mine. I don't think they're getting that from Digibyte. I definitely know different. If it's Digibyte, like I said, it's merge mine with Dogecoin. And Digibyte's doing terrible. Most likely sold immediately. But anyways, what I'm getting at. If we scroll down here, when this first came out, I was looking to see what size were the chips. And when this first came out, they were saying that the chip type is the same ones they're on the L3 Plus, the L3 Plus, the 1485. It's just more chips, 288 chips for 4 mining hashing words. And it's just more chips. Now, I took that as word. I took that these people at minerdistribution.com would know what they were talking about. But they lied. It's a big fat lie. How do I know it's a lie? Because one, there's no way a chip that's 7 years old, at least I thought, when I looked at the schematics and diagrams, I thought that maybe there were some pins that weren't connected and maybe they were unlocking the rest of the potential of that chip. Just maybe. Because maybe there's a control board they were using they could handle that kind of input output. Maybe, but there's no way. So what I've dug up on eBay and why I say they lied is this right here, the BM14A7 ASIC chip for the antminer L5, which didn't get sold to the public, by the way. This is how dirty these ASIC miner companies are. They won't tell you. They changed it. But they won't tell you that they're using this kind of chip. Why would they? This chip has been out the L5 came out on BitDare 4 years ago. I'm telling you can't tell us that there was a 1487? Or just the manufacturers didn't know what the hell they're talking about. Just what it comes down to. And they lied. So from them lying, I didn't lie to you, thinking that the chip can do better. We're just not getting the full worth out of it, the full work out of it. Maybe it will just make the antminer too hot and unprofitable and crash. But that's not the case. There's actually better chips that go on this. So the ending, they lied. And this is why I hate ASICs. I hate ASIC manufacturers. I mean, they do their thing, make their money, sell the shovels. They eventually make their money. And then if you're like CZ, you get out of the whole game. If you're watching the Inner Silicon, all these Canon and Bitmain, all these bigger companies, they're leaving the crypto market right now. They're going into AI, which they were AI companies from the beginning. I think I've said that in the previous video, but they're really hammering it down right now. They're not in the crypto space to keep selling crypto miners. At some point, this is going to come to an end. And I think we're getting really close to that. And if you don't know how to make your own ASIC or cryptocurrency miner yourself, such as I, you're going to be on the sidelines wondering what the hell happened when all the profitability just goes out the window like it is now. On that note, we're done with that rant. I'm going to put that up. That's going to be the title of this video. They lied. Just FYI. So, onto something that is decentralized and doesn't require an ASIC. Wonero. Now, Wonero's not doing so great, but that's not the case. That's not exactly the case, considering that if you go to the all-time charts for Wonero, it is $2. But before that, and it is $2 just over a year ago. It's a fairly new coin. It came out like mid 2019, and it's at below a penny for like the longest time. It's at 5 cents. It's at 6 cents, and when it jumped to $2, it went straight up, and it came back down to $7, which it should be. So saying that Wonero is at, I don't want to say it's the all-time low, but saying it's at its lowest is a fair statement. Now, should you be buying this? Not financial advice. I would say I am. I'll buy it. Why not? Who doesn't like memes, right? So going on that, let's go into the Reddit post. I just wanted to point this out to the Redditor that posted 27 days ago. I know you're probably not watching, but he says, this is a message to all crap corners. This follow Monero. They follow Monero. We have all a great community full of memes and awesome developers. We should find a way for more people to join us. I think if we all band together and get Elon to recognize us, even tweet something about Wonero, it would bring mass adoption to a lot of attention our way. Wonero fits the criteria that might get Elon interested. It's CPU mineable coin and also it also a meme coin, just like Doge. We all know what happened to when Elon tweeted about Doge. It's also a privacy coin, which is important to BC Elon is a free speech absolutist, and financial censorship is a real issue that Wonero can solve. I don't know. It's like a pipe dream, or is it actually possible? Let me know what you think. I thought of this a few months back, included it was stupid, but the more I think about it, the more excited I get. Maybe I'm just tripping. But it does seem like there's a greater than 0% chance of this happening. Well, sir, you're definitely on the marijuana. If you think Elon's about to tweet this, because that would mean that he can't be mysterious anymore. See, Elon gets away with things because he doesn't seem to be on one side or the other. He just does things to state inflammatory statements and do things to get people riled up and keep attention on himself. Just like this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. They do things to keep attention on themselves and get eyes, get clicks, get views. And a lot of celebrities know that. Once they're out of the limelight, like Amanda Bynes, who's trying to come back with Lizzie Lohan. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Lizzie Lohan coming back. After all these years. They know that they clicks. The clicks are what it is. But responding to this troll, Filthy Weave 420, I said there was a lot of marijuana use in here. Why do crypto people keep selling freelance? Well, we'll come back to this picture on Saturday Night Live. If you ever watched the Saturday Night Live with Elon in it, he was simping for Wonero. In fact, half of that whole show was about Dogecoin, and not a lot of people caught on. And this is the point I'm going to make. He did not dress in the Wario suit just because. There was a lot to it. And it was mainly for you guys at Wonero. Now, you didn't notice, whatever, maybe you're just high. I don't know. But that's what it is. Alright, so moving on from that. I'm going to go click that out. Newsfeed. Not that. Fed finds unbanked Americans are turning to crypto at a high rate. No way. No way. You think? No way. Why would people be turning to crypto? Could it be that the dollar is a lie? Yes, if you haven't caught on, this whole article, this whole video is going to be about people lying. 12% of Americans bought or used cryptocurrency in 2021, according to the U.S. Federal Reserve. annual survey on financial well-being. And not to like, throw this in there before we start. There's been a lot of big financial names that have been like, buy crypto. They've just been shouting at you, buy crypto. So yes, people will turn to crypto just because these billionaires, millionaires, whatever, are selling buy crypto. Why wouldn't I? People who transact with cryptocurrencies were twice as likely to be unbanked as people who don't use them at all. Well, why was cryptocurrency created in the first place? Just throwing it out there. And by the way, everything that cryptocurrency was made for is actually just going extraordinarily well in terms of destroying the current financial system. According to a new survey from the Federal Reserve, the Fed found out that 30% of Americans using crypto for payments do not have bank accounts, up from the 6% among people who don't use crypto at all. Meanwhile, 27% of people using crypto for payments report they don't have a credit card, up to 70% of people who don't hold or use crypto. It's the first time in the U.S. regulator posed a question about cryptocurrencies to its 11,000 person survey panel in October and November. The Fed has been conducting its annual survey to gauge a financial well-being of Americans since 2013. Yes, the Feds are watching. All the Feds are watching, especially if you got that Bitcoin. The Feds got their eyes on you. On the whole, the federal survey estimates that 12% of Americans held or used assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum last year. Earlier this month, hawkish comments from the Federal Reserve open market community sent markets traditional and crypto into a freefall as the regulator announced that it would be raising interest rates half a percentage point. Just half a percentage point? Everybody ran. The new surveys found that people who use crypto for payments are also far less likely to have retirement savings, but ouch. But the rate of retirement savings was roughly the same among people who don't use crypto. 27% and people who used it purely as an investment, 29%. It's also remarked that people who use crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum as investments tend to be wealthy. Well, if you keep deflating the value, no matter how much money you have in the bank, you're not going to be able to retire, and there's not going to be a retirement savings for you. They had to raise interest rates because nobody was putting money into the banks, into their savings accounts. That's really what it comes down to. So there you have it. Those who held cryptocurrencies purely for investment purposes were disproportionately high income. Almost always had a traditional banking relationship and typically had other retirement savings. The Federal Reserve wrote. The Federal Reserve. Oh, these are the feds. Serious feds. The survey found that 46% of crypto investors have incomes of at least $100,000. People with an income of less than $50,000 made up 29% of crypto investors. Oh, they getting that KYC in, man. They are watching you guys. They want to regulate. Well, what can be said about this that I haven't said already? The feds are watching. People are broke. They're tired of the dollar. And they don't want it anymore. They don't want the banks anymore. They don't want this brick and mortar thing that, by the way, if you think about it, a lot of these banks tell you to get the app, so they're not actually banking with you. You're banking through your phone. You never see an actual person. So, like, what's the point of actually having a bank at this point? Like, why not just go into something that's not controlled by a centralized authority? Granted, the centralized authority, is a little bit more insured, but as you've seen with their report, is that, what was it saying? 40% of crypto investors had incomes of at least 100 grand. So it's, where was I going with that? Okay, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, there's no need for banks. There's really no need for banks at this point. There's no need, at least for brick and mortar banks, which is like, what's the difference between crypto and the regular system? I'm sure plenty of other YouTubers said crypto is crypto. It's not fiat. That's the difference. Even though they want to regulate and tax the crypto, especially when you go back into fiat. So there you have it, guys. They lied. And this whole thing is a lie, because if you're reading last video, they were saying that what was it? Crypto investors are broke or something like that. I forgot. But anyways, this is a bunch of lies. What do you guys think? Are you gonna dump your ASICs? Are you gonna buy some new ones now that they're cheap? Have you realized the mistake you made by buying an ASIC? I'll see you guys later.